Thanks, Gandhinagar branch. Thanks, Gandhinagar branch. Uh, Sagar called me in Sunday. Would you like to work on Sunday? Well, of course, in the event of work-life balance, I would like to work on Sunday also. So I said, Sagar, yes. Romel, the chairman of the branch, he was there when I reached at 9:15. So that is the dedication shown by him. Aishwarya, branch representative, treasurer, she was there on Sunday. Chintan was there on Sunday. So this is shown that their dedication of work-life balance is always there amongst the CA in their blood and culture. And the there are CA students who have passed. One of the mark sheet which I've seen of an inter CA is having a second rank. I see the marks he scored so heavily 90 in two subject, 80 in taxation. The amount of work he has put on is beyond fathom of. I'd been studying and I'd been scoring good marks, but the marks I see of the sixth rank is beyond imagination. Thanks once again for him. One more student because they got a city rank, and so I thank you. I congratulate Branch for becoming a second year, second year celebration, and more than that, they have completed EI, n number of branches, n number of the second year, second level is also been full and is a very performing a very good branch. I congratulate once again Romel Chintan, the person who are working behind that. The branch premises is located very good, very fine. I'm proud to be CA and proud to be associated with Ahmedabad branch, and now proud to be CA when the work-life balance culture, which I'm going to talk it right now. Next slide, please. So, at the end of the day, we need to achieve harmony in life. We are not here to onslaught our life, onslaught of our body, onslaught of our mind. Uh, and we need to transform our life, and we need to enjoy our life and have a very nice time. It's not that you're going to live infinity of life. There is no infinity of life, so you need to balance between the balanced life which you left it, which you never know that how many years you're going to live and how many left, and so you don't know. So you need to always balance between life and work balance culture. So this is what I still believe. And the subject I've decided into three parts. One is my concept of work-life balance and what you need to and how you can balance. First thing, if the parameters which I set it would allow you to have a balance in life. And then I give you a first I give you an overall view of what is work-life balance, and then I give an example of Indranui. I give an example of Narayan Murthy. Then I'll give you example of Narendra Modi. Then I give you a talk about what is work-life balance so important in the facet of the new arena and the culture which we have it in China, USA, Japan, and so on and so forth country. So work-life balance culture depends on the country in which you are, the mindset you have, the family with which you are, and so on and so forth. So with this, I give it to next slide, please. So today is Sunday. You have an opportunity to enjoy the life, but still many of you are present here. It shows that work-life balance culture, you know how to manage the work-life balance culture. So there are so many talks which is available on my blog. My blog contains more than 100 presentation. You can use it in your personal life And one of the series which are going to where we are arranging is the AI as a tool in life, which is we are running the series. 1 to 4 lecture is already there. AI is going to transform the whole life, the way you think, the way you have it. And first, people were telling you jack of all, master of none. But now you need to have a jack of all. Not only that, but you have to master of all. You have to, you know, what you don't know. There are so many things. And the AI would guide you to know what you know and what you don't know. With this forum, we go to next slide, please. हाँ, तो वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस कल्चर में अभी प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है? अभी ये एक बहुत बड़ा जो एआई का टूल्स है वो सबसे बड़ा यूज होके आता है. डेली इन डे आउट यू टॉक अबाउट दिस सेमिनार, दिस टॉक, this boy, very young boy, 1 year baby, 2 year baby, 5 year baby. This seems to be a baby saying something. One baby I heard saying that, क्या करते हो? चाय बेचते हो? बोले मुझे प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनना है. So I'm practicing that also. One of the baby which is saying that, अरे बाबा क्या हो गया? हाँ, अरे बाबा गलत जगह पे आ गया, मुझे तो मुकेश अंबानी के वहां जाना था, but I came here. But what is the meaning of life in the context of which I am discussing is, हम हमेशा अपनी लाइफ में अपने आप को खोजते हैं, मुझे कहाँ जाना था. we are worried about हम सोचते हैं कि मैंने सीए की जगह ये किया होता तो अच्छा था, ये किया होता तो अच्छा था. But everything is not like that. Everything is exactly the destiny. And when you are accepting your destiny, your work-life balance is likely to be a balance rather than imbalance. So this is one star which I'm saying. Next slide, please. I was like, my sister was coming from Delhi a few days back, and her flight was delayed from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And she was saying that she was harassed in the this thing. And I said, this is Mr. Dhoni, one of the most richest person in the world of sports. And I'd seen his photo. This is one of the photo where which he was like he was waiting in a lounge, an airport lounge, waiting for plane to start. And his daughter was there, lying there, and the plane was delayed. He could have on वो अपना खुद उनके पास हेलीकॉप्टर भी है, प्लेन भी है, सब कुछ है. But still he was क्या बोलते हैं, shifting from one place to another place. And so even if whatever richness you have, whatever comfort you have it, sometimes you will not have a balance in your life. So you have to struggle somewhere, physically, emotionally, mentally, and so many things and so forth will happen with you. So if Dhoni can handle at the age of 42, nobody in the world can think of becoming a wicket keeper at IPL level. He's still playing with all the money in pocket. So this is one of the examples. Now, what is work-life balance? Do you think people come and think about that? I've got a lot of money in my hand, so I don't need to have a work-life balance. But more the legend you are, and see as a professional, are being respected in the world. When you say CA, people have a brand on its own. People think about you differently. So legend जो होते हैं उनको work life balance नहीं होता है. He enjoy the moment to moment to moment to moment. This is an example of MS Dhoni. Next slide, please. Oh, he is the hero of South, Mahesh Babu. He is a legend. He's more like SRK, Amitabh Bachchan, and so on so forth. He's more respected, more this thing. His all movies are super hit. And he's working in Varanasi. In a film Varanasi, I had taken these clips from Varanasi show, Varanasi trailer, which is being published, which is being taken place few days back in Hyderabad, which was live presented in Geo. So I heard this in Telugu. So when I seen this Varanasi show, only for the purpose of grandness of the life. When you become grand, you're एक बोलते हैं कभी कोई भी प्रॉब्लम होता है तो जो लेवल पे होता है वो लेवल पे आप सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते. यू गो बियॉन्ड दैट लेवल. द मोर यू गो अप, आपका प्रॉब्लम थोड़ा छोटा लगता है. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड वाराणसी. महेश बाबू के बारे में जो एक चीज बताई थी वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस में, वो ऐसा था कि RRSSR राजामौली, द लेजेंड ऑफ हैदराबाद साउथ मूवी, he has made one movie called Bahubali, which was super hit. And अगर आप वो पिक्चर देखोगे तो उसका जो सिनोग्राफी, जो ऑटोग्राफी जो था वो हाईएस्ट लेवल था. So the movie which SSR is producing is going to have a new technology of the year, of the arena in India, which is going to be published in 2027. ये मूवी अगर आज इसका जो 3 minutes का उनका जो ट्रेलर रिलीज करना था, 10 lakh people have come and see that. It been videoed at so many places. This is the time and effort he has put in for this only 3-minute trailer. तो अगर हम सीए करते हैं अपने आप को, हमारी जो एग्जाम है हम कितना एफोर्ड कर सकते हैं. We can put so many efforts in passing CA and doing whatever work you are doing, and then you never feel that there needs to be any work-life balance in your life. The more you fill and work, आप जब भी अपने आप को फील करते हो कि मैंने बहुत मेहनत की, बहुत हो गया, then your mind tires. Your mind tires, your body tires. Okay, but when you are onslaughting your work with so much pleasure, your body may be tired, but your mind doesn't tired. And when your mind doesn't tired, people around you doesn't tired, and there's an energy which take you to a different level. So what you need to think is an energy level in the work. That is called महेश बाबू. महेश बाबू के बारे में प्रियंका चोपड़ा ने बताया था कि I'm from, he says Priyanka Chopra is no more in India, and she doesn't know Telugu. And when she was, she told, and the महेश बाबू के बारे में तारीफ एक तो प्रियंका चोपड़ा ने की कि when I'm in Hyderabad and in a studio, I feel home because Mahesh Babu's wife, his daughter, and Mahesh Babu himself feel me like I'm home. I get everything what I want, which I didn't have a family in Telugu, the Hyderabad, which is called legendary. They don't know love work. They love people around them also. That's called legendary. Now they don't need a work-life balance. One more thing was praise for Mahesh Babu was by SSR. And when he comes to office, when he comes to his cabin, when he comes to his studio, वो मोबाइल अपना बाहर छोड़ के आता है. 9 hours, 10 hours, he doesn't see mobile. So if you come to your office, when you start reading your material, you should see that your mobile is nowhere near you. And now your friends and your culture around you knows that this man will not have a mobile with him. So you will not be able to contact him during this thing. So now your work-life balance. When you work, you work. When you go home, you go home. Many people working home and retired and so many times. But इसकी वाइफ से या फैमिली में किसी से बात करते हैं नहीं. फैमिली में खाना खाने बैठते हैं तो मैंने वो एक घर का माहौल देखा था. सब लोग खाना खाने बैठे थे. कहाँ? क्लब में नहीं, रेस्टोरेंट में. फिर सबका सूप सर्व कर दिया. एंड एवरीबडी वाज वाचिंग. क्या देखते थे? मोबाइल. तो फिर किसी ने डाला फैमिली ग्रुप में, सूप आ गया. क्या मतलब है? सो दिस इज रियल लाइफ स्टोरी. आई एम नॉट टेलिंग यू. सब लोग घर में एक साथ में बैठते हैं, साथ में बाहर जाते हैं, पर साथ में नहीं है बिकॉज दे आर विद देयर मोबाइल. और ये लोग ये भी केयर नहीं करते तुम्हारा दोस्त तुमको मिलने आया है. they will either gossip in mobile, they will go with Insta. What is the sense? Is it work-life balance? No. So what requires work-life balance? You need to have the way Mahesh Babu lives. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. ये इनका पिक्चर है. द वे यू वर्क इन योर लाइफ, द वे यू प्रेजेंट इन योर ऑफिस, द वे यू वर्क इन योर ऑफिस, इट्स अबाउट लाइक दिस वाराणसी. एंड तुमको कभी बॉस के जाके कुछ मांगना नहीं पड़ेगा. When you work like this picture, anywhere in your world, whether your client, whether your friend, whether your family says that, I want this kind of person. How many years, how many, क्या बोलते हैं, कितने जन्म अपना साथ मांगेगा? 7 जन्म मुझे नीरव जैसा ही स्टाफ मिले, नीरव जैसा पार्टनर मिले. Like when your wife is there, your spouse is there, your parents is there, your friend is there, क्या बोलेंगे? कुछ भी हो जाए, 7 जन्म मुझे वही चाहिए. क्या चाहिए? वो किसी के साथ एक दिन हुआ झगड़ा कर दे तो एक दिन, एक 15 दिन कुछ पगार नहीं मिला, ये नहीं मिला, क्यों चिंता करते हो? 7 जन्म उसी के साथ रहना है, वो कहीं जाएगा नहीं. पर हम तो डेली हिसाब करने बैठ जाते हैं. Can't do like this. Okay, then you cannot have work-life balance. Anybody in the world you meet him, he would remember for his honesty, integrity and commitment. That doesn't mean. मैंने एक और कहानी सुनाई थी, कहानी मैं सुनाता हूँ. मैंने क्या बोला? 7 जन्म तक तुमको वही आदमी मिले. क्या राइट? यस नो? हाँ बोलो यार. हाँ बोलने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? डरते हो यार? मत डरो. ओके, बट इसके सामने मैंने एक और कहानी सुनाई थी. कैन समबडी शेयर व्हाट इज द स्टोरी? एक जंगल था. क्या था? एक जंगल था. एक में एक राजा था, सिंह था. उसने सबको बुलाया, आ जाओ आ जाओ. Everybody was very curious and sat with him. हो, राजा आ गया आ गया. एक रैबिट था. क्या किया? रैबिट कहाँ बैठ गया? उसके खोले में बैठ गया. तो मैंने 7 जन्म के लिए बोला है, पर मैंने ये कहानी ये भी सुनाई. तुम्हारी रेंज के आगे कोई नहीं आना चाहिए. आर यू गेटिंग इट? यस नो? 7 जन्म तक कभी चलेगा जब उसके झापट में नहीं आओगे. क्लियर? यस नो? कभी भी ऐसा कुछ मत करो कि उसकी झापट में आ गए. आर यू क्लियर? यस नो? देयर इज अ बैलेंस बिटवीन 7 years, 7 lifetime coming, but never come in like वो क्या बोलते हैं, सीने क्या क्या एक झापट मारी. क्या किया? वो जो बाकी सब देखते रह गए. क्लियर? यस नो? So everybody coming to me should understand that Sir loves you from the bottom of the heart. I love everyone in the bottom of heart. मैं कभी भी आपके झापट में नहीं आने वाला. मैं तुमको इस तरह से देखता हूँ कि you are a lion and I would never come in between you. Clear? Yes, no? Everybody clear? और वो धर्मगुरु होते हैं और दोस्त होते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं? पैसा हाथ का मैल है. क्या बोलते हैं? पर मैं तो हम ही रखेंगे, तुमको क्यों देंगे? Clear? Yes, no? Then only you can have work-life balance. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide, please. इसके पहले वाला SSR. SSR is a legendary. He prays in front of everyone. Priyanka. Okay, Priyanka in front of this Telugu film industry. See, inspired the whole 10 lakh people. And said, I love Telugu people. आप जहां भी जाओ क्या करो? फ्रेगनेंस फैलाओ. मैंने मेरी कहानी सुनाता हूँ. कहानी नहीं सुनाता हूँ. टेल मी फैक्ट्स ऑफ माय लाइफ. व्हेन आई गो फॉर अ मैरिज ऑफ माय डॉटर, ओके, तो लाइक उस सामने वाले मेरे होने वाले जो वैवान मेरे जमाई बैठे थे. एंड आई टोल्ड देम, आई हैड ओनली वन थिंग इन माय लाइफ, इज माय डॉटर. आई हैंड ओवर टू यू and she will create a fragrance in your family and she'll never let you down in your life. Okay, she is like a, क्या बोला था मैंने? गाय. गाय बराबर. याद रखना वो गाय है. गाय को हॉर्न्स भी होते हैं. so never ever think that. बट अगर तुमने उसको फ्रेगनेंस के फैलाने से कुछ भी गलत किया तो she will not let you down. So in your life, So this is the way Priyanka Chopra come in presence of that. The way I was not able to understand most of the time what they're talking about, but the feeling and the fragrance and the atmosphere is there in your life. When you work in your office, you feel that around you. Your boss is absolutely. मैं एक बार नीचे जा रहा था, मेरी ऑफिस में बहुत बड़े बिल्डिंग है, ऑफिस है, ओके, मैं ऊपर से नीचे जा रहा था, somebody was crying, मैं बोला क्या हुआ, बॉस ने मुझे डांट दिया, बॉस ने डांट दिया, you're crying, मैं बोला ठीक, देखो एक चीज है, बॉस हमेशा क्या होता है, बेचारा होता है, उनको आपसे काम लेना होता है, क्या होता है, okay, and if you don't work, he is responsible to someone who is above him, and he needs to fire you. Otherwise, he is not interested in firing you. He is interested in running the show. Okay? So when you are living in a work-life balance, boss will never come and tell you anything. In the moment, he can come and tell you, but he's not interested in you, but he's interested in your work. So when you work, क्या बोलते हैं, to your extent, there is no fear that you would have a loss of job. Okay, clear? Yes, no? Work-life balance अपने आप हो जाता है. SSR is a legendary. He talked about this thing. उन्होंने जो पिक्चर बनाने वाला है, which is going to run in 2027. हमारे गुजराती पिक्चर कितने दिन में आ जाता है? 60 दिन में. कितने आवर्स काम करते हैं? 8 आवर्स. यार इनका जो आर्टिस्ट था, वो बोलता है, I have to work 18 hours a day, and I've got onslaught he's asking, and he wants to finish the deadline. When I say it will take 3 months time, he said, no, I want to finish in this much time. And still he would go on slotting so many work. This is the kind of technology which is involved in the movie. When you go to office, you do your best in the ability which you have it. Then your boss doesn't have to say anything. Okay, clear? I give you one more example of which I read in just newspaper only. There is a war between Russia and China, Russia and Ukraine, and the war is won in the last 1 year, 11 months by the मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि what is exactly the war. Russia is capturing the area of Ukraine. So their manpower, their military has to go into the territory of Ukraine and do that. And Ukraine have their own territory. So what they started doing it in 7-8 kilometer range area. They have made a strategy. एक पूरा एक आर्मी का उनका एक गैंग बनाया, जो कोई भी एक ट्रक के मूवमेंट हुए, then it will be destroyed there only. Clear? Yes, no? This is the kind of hard work which put by these people, and then they are able to manage the whole work and show. What is work-life balance? I give you an example. China, 996. What do you mean by 996? 9 to 9 p.m., 6 hours a day, and they work like that. In USA, 8 hours, 8 to 5, but their office hours are extended more because they don't have a public transport, okay, because the culture is such. So every time anybody has to work, he has to work 2 hours going and coming back, so 12 hours. And then on Sunday we have got a facility that we have got someone at home who is not working, or you have a facility to do that. So when one day what they're doing exactly their core work, and then 6-7 days they have got some time. And what is the culture of USA? They give you loan, loan, loan and loan. When you're born, आपका वो education loan, car loan, housing loan, घूमने का loan. So they're onslaughting their population to work and work. India, 9 to 9 is the culture. What is the culture of UK? So many people are living in, क्या बोलते हैं वो, क्या बोलते हैं गवर्नमेंट की जो स्कीम चलती है वो, woman, their woman is a single woman. What they give them home, they give them money. So people around them in whole culture, they live in this type of scheme. So the burden on the person who are working has so much increased that today they are not able to handle the onslaught of USSR. So the culture the which you are, if India wants to be on the top of the world over years to come, they need to have a 996 culture to go ahead. Next slide, please. Priyanka already covered. Next. Priyanka said she's a legendary. मैं इसका एग्जांपल देता हूँ. She was working in a movie called Marico. मेरा एक friend है which is called Vishal Raman was a main person making a movie. Maricom was a low budget movie where Priyanka is the only person who is being this thing. And when Vishal Raman used to take shots, जो screen जो audio जो क्या बोलते हैं shooting होता था, then she used to walk around 1, 2, 3. He said this Vishal Raman is many times taking 30 shots, 40 shots. So she was tired. She has complained to Sanjay Leela Bhansali that this director tortures me like anything, and he complains to संजय लीला बंसाली. संजय लीला बंसाली के 2 दिन बाद में उसके वहाँ होली का इवेंट था. Then Sanjay Leela Bhansali called Priyanka also, and Vishal Raman also was called on. So now Priyanka stopped complaining because she has to survive in the industry. When you have to survive in the industry, you have to go on sort of working very hard. So this is the kind of culture you see when Priyanka Chopra has to work. Who are we? Complain about the boss giving so much work, so much things. That's not, boss is supposed to onslaught you. You work in a firm where you're onslaughted. That would give you an opportunity to grow in a different way. Boss कुछ भी करो, कुछ बोले नहीं गा, कुछ सिखाएगा नहीं, तो how will learn it? Next, so like balance culture would. अब मैं आपको वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस का कल्चर में first I give you first all these example is to change your mindset about your work life balance. Now I'm talking about when you will be able to have the work life balance, when these are the आपके मनी की रिक्वायरमेंट कम से कम होगी, आपका रिलेटिव हम हमारा टाइम जब घर जाते हैं और हमारा जो वो होता है तो वो हम बराबर मैनेज नहीं करते, हमारे बॉडी मैनेज नहीं करते हैं. If all the 3 money, relationship, definition of your body, taking care of your body, and you are enjoying, then only your work-life balance is possible. Otherwise, the work-life balance will remain in the paper unless you have all this concept, the clarity which I am giving, with your thought pattern change to a level of this legendary. There is a post आपको legendary level पे गए, so now you will not talk about work-life balance right now. Said it's a possibility. Now, once you work, you think like this, there is a possibility of, there is a mechanism by which you can have a work-life balance. It's like money. आपका मनी का रिलेशनशिप पैसा होना चाहिए. लोग, मेरा एक फ्रेंड है, like he was working in a company, his salary was handsome, his wife was working, and both were having a very good salary. They buy a Mercedes, okay, they buy a very good house, and they got a baby. Because of that, wife doesn't work, and a few days back, his boss says, "You're terminated," and he just crying. क्यों क्यों क्राई करता था? EMI. मेरा EMI कौन भरेगा? Okay, he never thought of that. I can live in such a way that I cannot be onslaught by the things coming on my way. Are you getting it? If you're working on EMI करोगे तो आपको वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस कैसे होगा? बॉस तुमको डांटेगा तो भी तुमको मार खा के सुनना पड़ेगा. क्या करना पड़ेगा? EMI is life. So I wish anybody, do not panic, buy a good car, आप छोटे घर में रह सकते हो, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, okay? You can have a very small luxurious car which can commute from one place to another place. You can minimize your requirement. I'd say Nero, very simple life. कोई बोल नहीं सकता है उसकी पैसा जो आता है, you need to manage in such a way that your life balance is possible. Clear? आपको minimum requirement. My story, okay? I do not have only 4 shoes. मेरे घर पे एक शूज, फॉर्मल शूज विच आई एम वेयरिंग डेली, जो पार्टी में जाने के लिए, एक सीधा सादे स्लिप चप्पल, ये 4 ड्रेस। कहीं भी जाता हूँ 4 से मेरे पास कुछ होता नहीं है। मेरे कपड़े भी मिनिमम होते हैं, मेरी गाड़ी भी मिनिमम है। नाउ आई हैव गॉट ए सरप्लस मनी विच आई कुड यूज इट फॉर माई इंक्रीजिंग माई पर आवर रेट। अब मेरे को कुछ करना है, मेरे को ऑफिस नहीं जाना है, एंड आई वांट टू वर्क फॉर माई बॉडी, आई वांट टू वर्क पर आवर है, तो इज इट पॉसिबल? तो क्या करो, मनी से अपना रिश्ता बढ़ाओ। ओके, हाउ मेरा मनी पर आवर रेट क्यों ज्यादा है और कमा सकता हूँ? क्योंकि मैं रोज, आई एम डेली, जब मैं आपको, when my son was in 5th standard, I do have a car, driver, office, घर, some balance which can manage with my family. I started going to office for 2 hours. I go to library. I did n number of courses, and then like मैं office जाता था, 2 घंटे में काम करके, I go to library. My driver goes to pick up my wife. She goes to office. वो जब घर पे जाता था, हम दोनों साथ में जाते। I read for 5 years like this. Because of this, my per hour rate is enough to live my life happily. Clear? Yes, now? कैसे पर आवर रेट कैसे बढ़ सकता है? योर नॉलेज, योर स्किल। ओके, पैसा 3 ही चीज का मिलता है, फंक्शन यू डू, एसेट यू हैव, एंड रिस्क यू हैव इट। मुकेश अंबानी किसी कंपनी में पार्टनर हो जाए, ओके, he said I'm a director to this company and I need not say anything, okay, because of his directorship so many people will come and join him, okay. So what he's doing, he's running a risk. If that company falls, his image falls. Clear? Yes, no? आपने कहीं कोई भी कंपनी में किसी को गारंटर बना, और गारंटर बनने के ये बोलते हैं आपको इतना पैसा देंगे, तो क्या बना है आपका? That company defaults, you are at a default. Then asset, you have it. You have some balance, bank balance, some shares, which gives you money. And the third one, the function you do. आप जो कार्य करते हो, I am always thinking of getting money through my function. Not about asset. I don't want to, I'm not a director in any company as a independent director. I don't do audit where I have to sign and onslaught myself. No, this is the kind of money relations which you have it. Change your relationship with your spouse. आपका spouse है, इसको इस तरह से उसको संभालो कि 7 lifetime she comes and tell you, okay, I want to be a life partner like you only. Okay, how you can manage it? That doesn't mean that you give up everything, you have it. मैंने वो मेरा दूसरा फन्ना है, you know. I was keeping my wife like this. वो कुछ भी बोले, I'm ready to serve her. वो बोले मेरे को शॉपिंग करने जाना है, I'm ready. वो बोले मेरे मंदिर जाना है, I'm ready. Okay. When I go to office, I work. When I leisure time, कुछ लोग सोचते हैं कि मुझे घूम के जाना है, कोई जगह पे जाके मुझे पिक्चर देखना है, कोई जगह पे मुझे कुछ देखना है। I don't mind for being with her for anything which she wants it. I enjoy with her every moment to moment to moment to moment. I don't mind, and she is very hardworking person. तो वो घर पे कुछ काम करती है, मुझे बोलते हैं दूध लेके आ जाओ, ये साफ करो, तो आई एम रेडी, जस्ट गो एंड डू इट, एंड आई एम लाइक ए रोबोट. हाउ आई बिलीव? नो इमोशन, जस्ट रोबोट. शी सेज एंड शी वांट्स टू रिपोर्ट द इमोशन, लाइक अगर मैं नहीं करता तो उसको करना पड़ता है, तो शी वुड बी रिलीव्ड टू सम एक्सटेंट लाइक दैट. ओके, देन शी ऑलवेज गो फॉर शॉपिंग, तो मैं भी शॉपिंग के लिए जाता था. फिर मैं आई गो विथ माई बुक एंड आई वाज रीडिंग, कभी मेरे को गीत सुनना, बट with her आई एम एंजॉइंग हर वर्क एज वेल एज माई वर्क। तो कभी कभी मेरे को डांटती है, तुम यू डोंट टेक केयर ऑफ माई, क्या बोलते हैं, मेरे साथ इमोशनली अटैच नहीं होते हो, तुम मेरा ध्यान नहीं रखते हो। वंस ही वाज बाइंग सम क्लोथ्स, मेरे मेरे को देखने में मदद नहीं करते, देन आई intensely interred with her what the shopkeeper is showing to her, and I was showing it her also। उसको क्या खरीदना है, दोनों के बीच में मुझे क्या करना है। यस मिनिस्टर, आपने यस मिनिस्टर सीरीज देखी थी? यस यस यस। मैं बोलता हूँ पता है यार, ये तो तेरे पास है, बराबर है, ये थोड़ा लाइक अच्छा लगता है, इट्स वेरी स्मूथ एंड यू लाइक इट, ओके, ये टेक्सचर मजा नहीं है, ये थोड़ा ये अच्छा है। So when you involve with someone in your life, they feel that you are with them, and this is the type of relationship। मैं नेबर के साथ क्या रिलेशन है, अभी तो एक ही रिलेशन है, व्हाट्सएप में वो क्या बोलते, थम्स अप कर दो, जिसको जो करना है भाड़ में जाए, वी डोंट केयर अबाउट व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, आई एम विद द मेजोरिटी ऑफ द पीपल, नॉट विद द माइनॉरिटी पीपल। सो आई लव माई, कभी कभी कोई गाड़ी बराबर नहीं रखता है, कुछ नहीं करता, आई डोंट केयर अबाउट देम, आई जस्ट वांट टू लिव विद देम, not hurling them, not disturbing them। That's the relationship with the neighbor। And then friends, okay, I keep my friends like two things। मैं फ्रेंड्स के सिलेक्ट करने में मैं दो चीज रखता हूँ, एबिलिटी टू सपोर्ट मी इन सम ऑफ द एरिया ऑफ माई लाइफ, एंड सेकंड क्या चाहिए करण, एबिलिटी टू नो। एबिलिटी कभी भी डेवलप हो जाएगी, विलिंगनेस डेवलप नहीं होगी। सो दोस्त फ्रेंड, लाइक लोग बोलते हैं फ्रेंड इन नीड इज अ फ्रेंड इन डीड। मैं देखता हूँ कौन मुझे मदद कर सकता है, कौन नहीं कर सकता है, कौन करना चाहता है, नहीं कर सकता है। जो फ्रेंड नहीं चाहता है उसके साथ कैसा रिश्ता होना चाहिए करण, अरे बाप रे, वो तने याद करता था, वो जस्ट थिंकिंग एंड यू कम इन, एंड 2 मिनट 2 मिनट बाद में उसके सामने नहीं दिखना चाहिए, क्योंकि ही इज अ नॉनसेंस पर्सन, डजंट गो टू सर्व यू, एंड यू डोंट नो, ही डजंट नो दैट यू डोंट, यू नो दैट ही इज नॉट अ वर्दी पर्सन, बट यू नो यू नो मोर एंगर ऑन हिम। हम हम क्या करते हैं, वी रेसिस्ट लॉट ऑफ पर्सन इन द लाइफ, ओके। पर्सन को रेसिस्ट क्यों करते हैं, उसका कास्ट, उसका कलर, उसके कपड़े, रिचनेस पुअरनेस, स्टिंग आता है, उसका ओपिनियन बराबर है, आई डोंट वरी अबाउट देम, आई जस्ट कांट मेट हिम, ओके, it's your opinion, why should I care about that, but I don't entangle with that, okay, clear? Your relationship with everyone is like not entangling in whosoever it may be। मैं कोई पार्टी में जाता है तो क्या पूछने का, लाइक पीपल कम एंड टेल एंड गिव ओपिनियन, ओ इतने ऐसे गंदे कपड़े पहन के आई थी, ओ बाप रे, माय गुडनेस, वी शुड स्पीक नथिंग, वी शुड गो, ओके, शी इज इन अ मूड टू प्रूव दैट आई एम समथिंग, वी डोंट केयर। सो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ रिलेशनशिप विथ यू हैव। एंड देन व्हाट इज लाइक माय किड्स के साथ मैं बहुत बातें करता हूँ, आई जस्ट लव टू टॉक विद माय सन एंड डॉटर। And with my parents, I love them, I care for them, I don't gossip too much। इनको क्या चाहिए, खाना चाहिए, पीना चाहिए, everything I take care। My mother is 95, I just bore her in the morning, evening and this thing, but I don't gossip with her। I love her। मैं उसके फ्रेंड को पकड़ के लाता हूँ, उसकी जो तुम इसके साथ बातें करो, clear? Yes, now everybody you should take care of that। change your relationship with your body। बॉडी से क्या चाहिए अपने को, दो ही चीज चाहिए, बॉडी को खाना इतना दो कि वो चल पाए, क्या, इतना वजन नहीं बढ़ना चाहिए, ये नहीं होना चाहिए, एंड देन डू सम एक्सरसाइज, do that you can survive one slot over a period of time। So you need not tease your body, okay। वो कॉली बोलता है, कॉली हमेशा बोलता है, आई हैव a cheat code in my life when I take a food। क्या करता है, चीट कोड क्या होता है, उस दिन जो भी ऑफिशियली जो खाना चाहिए उसको छोड़ के खाना चाहिए, बट you should not ongoingly have a cheat code in your life। And then change the definition of enjoy। You know, do you think what is enjoy? You go to a party and enjoy? Most of the people when go to a travel, they come back and say that मैं यूरोप गया था पर कुछ मजा नहीं आया, मैं बोला यहाँ आके काकरिया देखा, साइंस सिटी देखा, अदालत की वाव देखी, देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स गुड। मैं बोलता हूँ रिवर फ्रंट जाके देखो। रिवर फ्रंट आई हैड सीन यस्टरडे from one place in one this wonderful places. There are so many places in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad, and food and everything is so good. Change your definition. हम क्यों फॉरेन जाते हैं, घूमने जाते हैं? Can somebody share with me? फेसबुक में लोगों को दिखाने के लिए। मैं यूरोप गया था, मतलब बाजू वाला के હું જઈ આવ્યો। માય ગુડનેસ। પછી પછી હું પેલો મારો એક ફ્રેન્ડ હતો, આજે યુરોપ જઈને અને અમેરિકા જઈને આવ્યો, તો પેલો અમારા બાજુવાળો પૂછે કે આ જોયું પેલો સારી એક વસ્તુ જોઈ નથી, તો 30 દિવસ કર્યું શું યાર? પેલા લડાઈ પાડ્યો। going for 30 days. He was saying, હું ફરી જવાનું। હવે અલાસ્કા જાય ત્યારે પેલા કેનેડાનો પેલા એનોય પાસપોર્ટ લઈ લેજે, અલાસ્કામાં અહીંથી જવાનું। પછી ત્યાં આગળ ગયો તો પેલો G7માં ગયો, પેલું કે ત્યાં ગયો તો પણ મને G7 શું એ ખબર નથી। So so at the end of the day, you come and you don't enjoy your life. Okay? And what is the enjoyment? You come and see the people. The best way, आप लोग स्टूडेंट्स खड़े हो, तो कोई फर्स्ट ट्रायल पास होता है, कोई 5 ट्रायल पास होता है, किसी को गर्लफ्रेंड जल्दी मिल जाती है, इसकी शादी जल्दी हो जाती है, एंड यू विल ऑलवेज रिपोर्ट साला उसको जल्दी फ्रेंड मिल गई, और उसको फर्स्ट ट्रायल पास हो गया, इसको जॉब अच्छी मिल गई, उसके कपड़े अच्छे हैं। वो सब मैंने कौन सी स्लाइड में दिखाया था? फर्स्ट स्लाइड, बेबी बॉय डे 1 बोले मुझे मुकेश अंबानी के वहां जाना है, वो उसकी किस्मत है, उसको जॉब मिला। वो आर्टिकलशिप में पूछते क्या काम करते हो, फिर होते साला मेरे को तो ये कुछ सीखने को नहीं मिलता है, बट व्हाट यू लर्न इज समथिंग डिफरेंट। you don't have you cannot have it all. So that is what you create out of this thing। मैंने जो बोला वो, you create a work-life imbalance by talking and thinking something which you should not have done it in your personal life. Next slide, please. मैंने मुकेश अंबानी का बात बता दिया। इट इज अबाउट द कंटेनमेंट। मैं क्या बोलता हूँ, हमारा गोल क्या रखना चाहिए? ऊपर रखना चाहिए। I give you my example. When I started my CA, I had to do CA, CSS, ICW. I could not complete ICW, okay? And I want to join a company which is a very healthy one. Where I would like to be a financial control of a company, but unfortunately, I could not reach there. But still, my goals are there. But I'm not desperate to what you have called. नीचे भी देखो, ऊपर देखो, नीचे भी देखो। तुम्हारे ऑफिस में, तुम्हारे घर में, तुम्हारे आजू बाजू तुमसे पैसे वाले भी होंगे, तुमसे अच्छी बॉडी वाले भी होंगे, and a number of things which other people have it, you may not have it, but you should be contented. And when you're contented, you have a possibility of creating something which is different in your life. Next slide, please. Okay, मैंने काफी लोगों को देखा है, हाफ सीए, काफी पीछे देखा है। सीए में तो साले बहुत खरा मजूरी है। आर्टिकलशिप में जाओ, इतनी बड़ी बड़ी एग्जाम पढ़ो, एंड देयर इज ऑनस्लॉट ऑफ सो मेनी थिंग्स इन लाइफ। और बॉस भी कितना डांटते हैं, कितनी मजूरी करवाते हैं। बट इफ यू लुक एट लाइफ ऑफ IIT, इफ यू लुक एट लाइफ ऑफ एन IIT, if you look at IAS officer, IIM, CAT course, they are equally competent and more fierce than what you ever thought of it. So once you choose, you have a choice, and you have a choiceless choice. Okay, it's like this. अब आप दुकान में जाते हो, तुम्हारे पास दो ही चॉकलेट की फ्लेवर है, वेनिला, चॉकलेट, and there is no GPay. You have only 100 rupees, and now 100 rupees आपके पास है, तो GPay नहीं है, तो 100 rupees में बोले वेनिला ले लो, चलो ठीक है वेनिला ले लिया। 2 फ्रेंड थे, 50-50 रुपये वेनिला। अब चलो मुझे चॉकलेट खाना है। Okay, you cannot have it in life. Either you have vanilla or you have a chocolate. अब CA सिलेक्ट किया, उसके पकड़ के रखो। कोई बॉयफ्रेंड सिलेक्ट किया, उसको पकड़ के रखो। शादी किया, उसके पकड़ के रखो, सांस है उसको संभाल के रखो, नेबर सिलेक्ट किया उसको संभाल के रखो. यू कैन नॉट हैव एनी चॉइस विथ यू. देयर इज अ चॉइस एंड देयर इज अ चॉइसलेस चॉइस. ओके, हमने सिलेक्ट किया तो कर दिया. अब उसके पीछे रोना धोना कुछ नहीं होगा. एवरीथिंग इज गिवन इन योर डेस्टिनी. आइदर यू हैव अ चॉइस और चॉइसलेस चॉइस. अब कोई बोले मुझे अमेरिका में जन्म होता तो अच्छा था, कोई मुझे बोले कि मैं चाइना में जन्म होता था, बट इट्स ऑल देयर. और मुझे तो हमेशा होता था, इफ आई वुड हैव गिवन अ चॉइस आई वुड चूज टू बी अ बेबी रादर देन अ बॉय. क्यों? कैन समबडी शेयर विद मी? बस मुझे एक लाइक आई शुड शेयर विद यू. अभी मैंने एक वो एक कौन सा एक वो था अपना, वो एक शो नहीं आता है, कौन सा शो वो, उसमें क्या नाम है, कपिल कपिल शो. कपिल के शो में इसको बुलाया था. किसको? आ, शाहरुख, अरे क्या नाम है, सलमान खान को. तो सलमान खान को पूछा कि तुमने शादी क्यों नहीं की? बोले ऐसा है कि अभी तो मेरा शादी करने में मैं डरता हूँ. बोले क्यों डरते हो? कि मेरा अगर मैं शादी करता हूँ और मुझे कुछ बवाल होती है तो मेरे काफी पैसे चले जाएंगे. एंड इफ आई एम यंग, टुडे आई एम 60 एंड आई कैन नॉट रीमेक माई मनी, सो आई डोंट वांट टू डू दैट. ओके, फिर पूछता है, फिर सलमान खान उसको पूछता है, तुम कपिल तुम्हारा क्या हाल है? कपिल डर के कुछ बोल ही नहीं पाया. उसने अभी थोड़े दिन पहले शादी की, थोड़े दिन अच्छा हुआ. साला कपिल डर गया. साला घर में किसी को पता चला कि सलमान खान ने मुझे ये क्वेश्चन पूछा, ये जवाब दिया. सो इट्स ऑल अबाउट हैविंग व्हाट यू आर एंड व्हाट यू डोंट हैव इट. Salman Khan is a live example of what he has it and what he doesn't. Then he was asked, तुम्हारा आमिर खान तुम्हारा दोस्त है, वो तो अभी कुछ कुछ चल रहा है, ऐसी बातें चल रही है. तो तो उसने क्या जवाब दिया? बोले वो तो परफेक्शनिस्ट है. क्या बोला? ही वो परफेक्शनिस्ट करके ही छोड़ेगा. So are you getting it? Are you getting the sense of it? Salman Khan doesn't have a guilt about what he has it, what he doesn't have it. And he has a work-life balance. हमारा वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस क्यों नहीं होता है? हमको जो है वो नहीं पसंद है. चॉकलेट नहीं, मेरे को वेनिला चाहिए. अब मेरे को चॉकलेट चाहिए. नो 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 नो, यू आर अ बेबी, मिस बेबी, दैट्स ऑल. सो आई दिस लाइफ टाइम आई डोंट माइंड टू बी अ बॉय. नेक्स्ट डे अगर गॉड मुझे पूछे तो मुझे वाला बेबी बनाना. मैं सलमान खान को पकड़ बना दूंगी. यस नो, एवरीबॉडी यस नो. नेक्स्ट. ओके, सो यू हैव अ वैनिला और यू हैव अ नेक्स्ट. पहले पहले यूसेज. So are you clear, everybody? This is I'm taking in a lighter tone, but exactly you are doing what you're doing, what you not to do. When you come to office, you don't enjoy the work. When you go home, you don't enjoy. You're traveling, you don't enjoy. You don't enjoy nothing. क्यों? आप कहीं और होना चाहते हो. और वैसे मेरे को एग्जाम में बहुत होता था. When I was appearing for some exam, कभी मैं ये पेपर पढ़ना चाहता हूँ, कभी ये पेपर पढ़ना चाहता हूँ, कभी ये पेपर पढ़ना चाहता हूँ. So I was confused until the exam is over. Okay? जब एग्जाम ओवर हो जाता था फिर मैं थक जाता हूँ. मेरे रिजल्ट के बारे में कभी सोचता ही नहीं था. एग्जाम खत्म हो जाए, पेपर फाड़ देने का और बुक्स मारिए पे चढ़ा देने का, जब नेक्स्ट नहीं एग्जाम है. तो you are not you very clear in what you want to do, but still you are clear in the moment you are doing what you're supposed to do. एग्जाम में क्या होगा? आपको ये पेपर पढ़ना है, ये पेपर पढ़ना है, ये पेपर पढ़ना है. जितना पढ़े तो थक जाओ, छोड़ दो. बट किसी भी तरह ये जो 2-2.5 महीना है किसी तरह निकाल दो. बराबर. एग्जाम में पेपर देके आ जाओ. फिर क्या करने का? पेपर में कभी चेक नहीं करने का किसने क्या लिखा, तूने क्या लिखा, जो मार्क देने है दे. बराबर है. तब तक 2 महीने तो मस्ती मारे. वो वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस कब होगा? एग्जाम एग्जाम के पेपर के बाद में. जब एग्जाम की तैयारी करती हो तो क्या होगा? नो वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस. उस टाइम कुछ सोचना ही नहीं. उस टाइम खाली श्वास लेने का. 3 महीना जो परीक्षा एग्जाम की तैयारी करते हो, क्या खाली श्वास लेने का और जो मन में आए वो करके घर पे आ जाने का. और घर में किसी को बोलने का नहीं. क्या करते हो? हाँ मैं पढ़ता हूँ. बोले आज मजा है? बोले हाँ मजा है. क्या खाक मजा आया, पूरे दिन पड़ा, कुछ याद नहीं रहा। यू नो, दैट्स द लाइफ इज अबाउट। अब कोई पूछे वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस है, छोड़ो बाहर में जाए यार, मेरे को तो जीना है अब, मेरे को किसी भी तरह एग्जाम दे के वापस करना है। बट व्हाट पीपल डज, एग्जाम आने के बाद में रिजल्ट का सोचते हैं, पूरे मार्क देखे मेरे को कितना मार्क आएंगे, पूरे दिन मार्क गिनते रहेंगे। पेपर उधर फाड़ के आ जाओ, रिजल्ट आएगा वो आएगा। वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस मेरे को अब कवर करना है, क्या करना है, मैंने जो एग्जाम में जो झक मारी है एग्जाम के प्रिपरेशन में, अब उसको खींच डालना है, मस्ती मारना है, क्या करना है। सो दैट इज कॉल्ड योर वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस। ओके, मैंने रेसिस नेवर फ्लोइंग विद द लाइफ कॉन्सेप्ट। ओके, मैंने आपको वो बताया था, एक लड़के के बारे में बताया, योर फ्रेंड। क्यों नहीं पसंद है, सोच पता नहीं है। यू यू क्रिएट एन यू क्रिएट ए इवेंट, किसी के बारे में तुम इतनी गंदी इमेज करके बैठते हो, वो आए और तुम परेशान हो जाते हो, तो फिर वो जैसा है तुमको क्या प्रॉब्लम है। इवेंट, कभी बस में जाते हो तो सारी भीड़ हो जाती है, अरे भीड़ हो गई, मेरे को मजा नहीं, भीड़ उधर है, तेरे दिमाग में कहाँ है, जाने दो, जो जाए ऐसा रहने दो। हाँ, फिर पर्सन थिंग्स ओपिनियन, कोई बोलता है यूक्रेन अच्छा है, कोई बोलता है पाकिस्तान अच्छा है, कोई बोलता है अच्छा है, जो अच्छा है, मेरे को क्या, मेरे को इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है। ओके, आर यू क्लियर। नेवर एवर गो इनटू एनी पर्सनल थिंग्स व्हिच डजंट हर्ट यू। आपको जो हर्ट नहीं होता उसमें जाओ ही मत। वो मैंने बोला ना, वो क्या बोला, वो सिंह ने बुलाया था ना सभा में, किसी की सभा में जाओ, इसकी रेंज में मत आओ। क्लियर। तो किसी कोई भी बात है, कोई भी सिचुएशन है, अपनी रेंज में नहीं आता तो जो करना है करने दो, अपनी रेंज में नहीं आना चाहिए। ओके, क्लियर, यस नो। मैंने मेरा सिस्टर का एग्जाम दिया। मैं कार में जाता हूँ, तो मैं कार में सो जाता हूँ। सो जाता हूँ मतलब मेरी कार में मैं किसी से इतना डिस्टेंस रखता हूँ, मेरी कार इतनी स्लो चलती है, और मस्त म्यूजिक होता है। कोई 10 मिनट लगता है, मेरे को 15 मिनट लगता है। बट व्हेन आई ड्राइव ए कार, आई एंजॉय माई ड्राइविंग। आई डोंट केयर व्हेन आई विल रीच होम विद इन 5 मिनट्स, 10 मिनट्स, क्या हुआ, कुछ हुआ नहीं है। आई एम enjoying माई टाइम इन ए कार। ओके, देन मेरा एक फ्रेंड था, he was working, I'm talking about 15 years back. He was working in a company, he was coming to my place, नोएडा से मेरे को मिलने आया, and he said, what are you doing? He said, मेरे को कंपनी में मजा नहीं आता है। मैं बोला छोड़ दे, बोले कोई और पैसा देता नहीं है। ठीक है, बोले थोड़ा वो कम पैसा वाली नौकरी कर दे, पर कम वाली पैसे में मेरे को काम में मजा नहीं आता है। तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है, मेरे को कम्यूटिंग का प्रॉब्लम है। मैं बोला यू आर कम्यूटिंग फॉर 2 hours in a day while going and coming back. Cannot you enjoy your music in a car? Cannot you talk with your family in a car? बच्चे से बात करो, वीडियो कॉलिंग की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, कॉल करो। एंड मैंने बोला कि मैं काफी लोगों को जानता हूँ जो पूरे दिन घर पे बैठते हैं, 4 बजे चले जाते हैं, बट या तो वो अपना मोबाइल देखते हैं, या तो फ्रेंड से बातें करते हैं, या क्या करते हैं, दे डोंट को केयर एंड टॉक टू द फैमिली मेंबर्स। घर पे जाके क्या करने का। So now your life balance is possible right now in the moment. It's not about quantity of hours you allotted. It's like you meet your child, घर पे जाके बच्चे क्या किया, स्कूल में क्या किया, तुम इसको 3 मिनट में उसका क्वालिटी टाइम दे सकते हो। एग्जैक्टली एंगेज विथ हिम, engage with your wife, engage with your sister, engage with your mother, engage with your wife. You hear so passionately about her, वो उसका प्रॉब्लम तुम समझते हो। तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट नॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ आवर, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्वालिटी ऑफ द टाइम यू गिव। आर यू गेटिंग इट? एब्सोल्युटली यस। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। नाउ, अब तक मैंने क्या लिया वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस में? आई गिव यू एन एग्जांपल ऑफ महेश बाबू, प्रियंका चोपड़ा, क्या क्या दूसरा क्या था? There are so many things I said. And then whenever you have a freedom in your life, freedom of your thoughts, आप पैसे के बारे में, आपका रिलेशन, आपके पास पैसा सरप्लस होगा, आपकी बॉडी अच्छी होगी, आपका क्वालिटी रिलेशनशिप होगा, किसी के साथ आप क्या बोलते हैं, engage nonsense ले नहीं होगा because of your clarity in your events, opinions and everything about others. Now you have a freedom to choose your work-life balance. Okay? And your concept of work-life balance is changed by showing Mahendra Dhoni and everyone. Okay? And then I'm talking about Indranui. How many of you know that Indranui was a CFO of a company and she worked and she is a very good orator. She born in India, went to USA, worked in a PepsiCo. She joined PepsiCo, retired as a PepsiCo. She was a CFO in a company. The most important story which has been narrated by her, that the day become a PepsiCo chairman, when she goes home, she said, Mama, I'm coming. And her husband says, wait. मेरे लिए रास्ते में से दूध की थैली लेके आना. So when she was a PepsiCo chairman, she bought a cup, bought this thing. By the time when she reached home, she wants to her opinion. Everyone was not ready to listen to her this thing, but she shared with it. फिर वो एक share वो भी करती है कि when I was working in an office, I got my daughter very young, and when I was in China, and I was in very important midst of the meeting, my daughter called me that, Mama, I will finish my lecture, my presentation, and you guide me. And she was in the midst of the meeting of a CFO, and she managed to ask her private secretary to talk to her and guide her to finish the lecture, finish her presentation of her daughter. So whosoever you are, when you go to home, her mother says that, say you, whosoever you are, you are a good trophy, but when you come to home, howsoever big you are, either you are a Mahendra Singh Dhoni, or you are a PM, you are a Chief Justice, you are a boss, but when you go to home, you are a wife, or you are a spouse, you are a parent, father, you are a son, everything you need to honor that. That is the most important thing which Indranu is saying. And what Indranu is saying, life is never a balanced life. You can never have a balance of life. Okay? So every moment, you need to juggle with the things. Okay? Well, so she says that there is a biological clock and there is a career clock. Biological clock wants to finish so many things at some time, and career clock wants to have a growth and this thing. So you have every moment you have to balance things. What she says further, that you cannot balance your life and your life. Every moment to moment, you have to you have to finish your job. Okay, that is what she's saying. And what she further says, that relationship is like a glass box. Glass jo glass hai. You have to juggle ongoingly. And what do you mean by juggling? In a show you've seen that everything is moving one, and sometimes it falls. When it falls, relationship is so important, it's like a glass. You cannot make it rehappen. And work is like a rubber. रबर जो टाइट है उसको तुमको टाइम पे अचीव करना ही होता है. So Indra Nooyi says that work-life balance is not possible, not feasible. You have to balance between these two, and to the maximum you can do, you do it. Rest, you leave it to the destiny. But always give an importance to relationship, because that's once broken, you cannot remove it. Next slide, please. And the realistic. What is Indra Nooyi is a realistic. There is no such thing work-life balance. Biological desire, have a children and raise a family. The milk, you may be a CFO of a PepsiCo, but when you are in house, you are a daughter. Next slide, please. Can you remove this more one? Height video panel. Height floating panel. Height. Thank you. A concept of next slide, please. Next. Next. वो होता नहीं होता है. Okay. Next, work-life balance is a concept discussed by Narayan Murthy. Narayan Murthy is a Infosys person. He started his startup and becoming a icon in the world of Infosys industry, in a IT industry. And his son-in-law became a prime minister of a UK and is a very wealthy person. He says that when you grow up, when your country is growing up, you need to work 996. 996 means you're on starting 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 hours a day. That is what Narayan Murthy says. Because you're young, your country needs it. If you want to compete with China, you want to compete with China, US and Japan, the youngest country. If you don't fight today, you will be in a mess of a situation, as it happened with Ukraine, as it happened with a lot of European countries. And the country which has started working 996 have reached to a stage where they can compete with China. China was, in 1980, was one of the poorest countries in the world. Today, he is one of the richest countries in the world. He is able to compete everything in the world because they have a concept called 996. That's what it says. Next slide, please. नारायण मूर्ति आइडियलिस्टिक. वो क्या बोलते हैं? Work is a karma yoga, is a selfless service. If everybody in India today retired at the age of 60 and they don't work, they become a burden on the young people, and they think that they have got a lot of money, but over a period of time, my mother is 95. If anybody thinks that they are going to die so early, it's your luck. इससे किस्मत. आप अगर मर गए, जिंदा रहोगे तो देश को भी तुम बर्डन बनते रहोगे. तो यू हैव टू वर्क and give something to your country, either in any facet of life. That's what I'm saying. Either you support your family, your city, society का maintain करो, लाइफ में किसी को जाके पढ़ाओ, कुछ भी करो. बिकॉज अगर इंडिया आज यंग है, इनको चाइना के सामने युद्ध करना है. आज यूक्रेन was very rich but become poor right now in few years, 3 years. कैसे हुआ? इनके लोगों को ये मेहनत करने की हैबिट नहीं थी. दे आर नॉट रियलिस्टिक इन दिस वर्ल्ड. आज अपना कंट्री है, आज यूथ है, आज यहाँ भी जो भी बैठा है, आज हमको फील क्यों लगता है वो, इफ वी आर इन पैलेस्टाइन, पैलेस्टाइन में होते, इफ यू आर इन पाकिस्तान, इफ यू आर इन नेपाल, you will not be the safe as you feel here. So in that country, you need to serve the country by working very hard. आपका जो भी रिक्वायरमेंट है कोई केयर नहीं करता है. If you work hard, the country is instantly or indirectly benefited. This is what I think about this is what Narayan Murthy says. So what he says, his controversial suggestion, young Indians should work 70 to 75 hours a week to catch up with the economy in Japan and USA. Friend, dharma is a duty and karma is yoga. We need to work harder than anyone else to become a developed nation. For Murthy, work transcends personal gains. It's patriotic duty disguised as a productivity. And I want to be a patriotic person. When I went to Japan, when I went to China, and I see China's growth, I was just hurt very hard. Not hurt, but get up very hard. I decided that until I die, I will do everything possible to compete with China in any way. आज चाइना के पास जो है वो इंडिया के पास नहीं है. क्यों? कि हमारे यहाँ 996 का कोई कल्चर ही नहीं है. आज जो भी लोग, मेरा फ्रेंड अभी कल यूएसए से आया था, he was telling me that India is 10 times behind China and USA is no more in compete with China. Clear? Yes, no? This is what I'm seeing. So work-life balance किसके काम का है? या तो पुअर लोग है, उसको वर्क-लाइफ बैलेंस से कोई पड़ी नहीं है. Those are very, very rich. Like Mukesh Ambani is very, very rich. He doesn't need a work-life balance. He has to work very hard. When I'm going in the morning in the Rajpath Club, I see so many students coming in the morning, maybe around 7, 8, 10. They swim 2 to 3 hours continuously, coming at 5 o'clock and do the exercise. this is what they're doing. Mostly their parents are absolutely richer than you ever thought of it. इनका work life balance है? No. Never. When Sachin Tendulkar became a Sachin Tendulkar, when he was 16, he was taken to the test cricket. So does he have a life balance, work life balance? No. Next. 72 hours a week. Next. Next. He was criticized by his every person. How many of PM Modi? मैं मोदी साहब की बात करता हूँ, मैंने उनको बहुत नजदीक से देखा है. Okay, when he was not a prime minister, when he was not a chief minister, his way of walking, his way of thinking is huge, huge, huge and huge. आज वो देश का प्रधानमंत्री है इसलिए नहीं, but he still become an emblem or symbol of a nation. He wants India to beat China. Okay, and only way you can beat China is by working harder, harder and harder. And you cannot think of work-life balance. Next slide, please. What he's saying, work is a divine seva. When you work, you want to work. When you want to work, you work. You never think you're working. When you think you're working and you want to work because you want some money, you want to work because you want something like you're pressurized to work, you're not working, but you're punishing yourself. क्या करते हो? जब आप पढ़ाई करते हो तो इतना सोचना तुम्हारा पास होना जितना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, इतना तुम्हारे ये मोमेंट में पढ़ना है. Because what you're learning when you're reading the exam, you are learning an art of preparing a papers when it is presented to you, and you will be able to submit to the department. नहीं भी, because CA की एग्जाम इसलिए नहीं रखी है कि आपको CA में कुछ पढ़ाना है. लाइफ में वो कोई भी चीज आपके काम की नहीं है. ना ही इनकम टैक्स काम का है, क्योंकि आई पास माई CA in 1985, 1984. उसका एक भी पन्ना आज काम का नहीं है. I worked gift tax, GST, economics, accounts. Accounts पहले हम क्या करते थे? डेबिट क्रेडिट. अभी डेबिट क्रेडिट होता है? नो, वो सीधे टैली में होता है. अभी तो क्या होता है? ऑनलाइन वो बुक सीधा उठा के ले लेता है. अभी वर्कड अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 1 to 1 to 15 ऐसा कुछ था. तो अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड कितने हो गए? How many said what they're teaching you in a course? You have been teaching to learn how to read and conceptualize everything which is coming in your way. That's the exam. Clear? Then मोदी साहब क्या बोलते हैं? वो 4 बजे उठते हैं, योगा करते हैं, मेडिटेशन करते हैं, 18 आवर काम करते हैं. I say his mindset. We look at as a soldier. वो क्या बोलते हैं? अगर देश की सेवा करना है, वो 14 घंटे काम करते हैं in the mountain. How can I get sleep? And how can I relax? Serving the nation is his life. According to me, my life is also serving to a nation and serving to Nirav. That is the only way my life is about. And I would ask Nirav to serve some of his colleague who is working with him. This is all my life mission is. I tell you. Okay. Serving the nation. He's serving the nation. I'm serving the nation by working very hard. Next, this is the way. Okay. What is this? Thinking. He is a Xi Jinping is everything. Today, world is dominated by him. Okay, he is a legend. वो पुतिन को हरा दिया. अरे किसको? ट्रम्प को हरा दिया. Why Trump has choose to have a compromise formula with Russia? Do you know? Russia, China and India. अगर 3 इकट्ठा हो गया तो वर्ल्ड का सुपर पावर हो गया. वर्ल्ड को कोई हरा नहीं सकता. हम 3 इकट्ठा हो गए. I tell you, the way you are sitting here with me and walking with me, I have a tremendous trust in this situation. Because this is a person. China में क्या बोलते हैं? Next. Who is this? Jack Ma. Jack Ma, what is saying? Jack Ma has created a country to a level. उसका 3-4 जो है, वो लेवल कंट्री को एक नए आयाम पे ले गए हैं. मैं इसके बारे में बात करना चाहूंगा तो पूरा दिन निकल जाएगा. Next slide please. I know whole way he made money. Oh, so work-life balance कैसे होता है? Who decides? Your culture. फिर क्या डिसाइड करता है? फैमिली. कौन क्या करता है? Which country you are? मेरा एक फ्रेंड है, like I was telling me, he was working in Switzerland. ओके, उसने 3 महीने से कोई रजा नहीं ली थी। क्यों नहीं रजा ली थी? तो उनको एक लेटर जाता है कि साहब आपने 3 महीने से रजा नहीं ली, आप कब छुट्टी जाने वाले हो? माय गुडनेस, दिस कंट्री विल नेवर कम आउट। I was surprised and people were talking. और उधर क्या होता है, फ्रांस में क्या होता है, 4 डेज ए वीक। आप बैंक में खाता खोलाने जाओ फ्रांस में, 4 डेज, 4 डेज तक जब जाओ 2 महीने में खाता खुलेगा बैंक अकाउंट। दिस इज नॉट द वे कंट्री इज रन। इफ यू डोंट मेक अ कंट्री, you know, economic development, national goal, leadership, and generational attitude. Now, when I'm saying what I'm saying, how many students are there in CA right now? More than 10 lakh students are there. Why they become CA? Because they want to have a different life balance. Now, once they become CA, their क्या guaranteed है? Financial freedom is guaranteed. क्या guaranteed है? Financial freedom is guaranteed. Okay. National goal, we all fulfilling, but some cultural demand devotion of work. Next slide, please. Chinese context 996, work hard. क्या बोलते हैं Chinese? क्या बोलते हैं? Work hard, sacrifice now, succeed later. Okay. उधर भी एक कायम हुआ, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का एक जजमेंट आया उधर कि 996 a culture by which you punishing yourself, punishing your country. What had happened then? There was a law passed, but who is going to implement the law? Government. Who is going to implement the law? Big industrialists like Reliance, Narendra Modi, अरे क्या बोलते हैं, अदानी, टाटा, बिरला, Ambani. They said no, we don't want, we want 996 culture. Okay, and that take a country to a different level. Then taking क्या बोलता है, withdraw from competition, live simply. Personal peace and health is more important than like running a rat race. But who is running a rat race? Who is a rat? Are you a rat? No. Where is the race? There is no race. I'm not saying my neighbor what car he has it. I'm not saying how many person who are passing and how much my car which I have. I'm running my life, which I want to walk it. There is no rat race. Next slide, please. So when I'm not running a rat race, I don't need a work-life balance. Till now, till I'm 65, and I was coming to office at 10:30. I used to go around 8:30 to 9, and 6 days a week. I never had need to have a work-life balance. Still, I was going to physical exercise for 2 hours a day, and having a wonderful food this way. So what 996 is a culture Indians needs to develop till you become a anywhere near to China. अब चाइना के आसपास आ जाओ, फिर सोचो. Japan work hard after Hiroshima and Nagasaki was bombed, and they have worked so hard that they become a symbolic world culture. हम बुलेट ट्रेन कहाँ से खरीदते हैं? जापान से. Now the population become aged, but the way they're walking, how many of people know that when Japanese people goes to the stadium, they will not leave the stadium? Do you know that? And once the stadium people are out, they clean the stadium. Are you knowing that? Are you knowing that they clean the stadium? This is the culture, this is the heritage they have. एक एक clean साफ करके सब लोग जाएंगे. They come with the equipment so that the area in which they see whole stadium would be clean. This is the culture. This is the way Japan has become. So many years that they remain number one. So it's all about culture. 996 is there in blood. Your discipline is in blood. मेरे यहाँ ये लड़की आती है, कहाँ से आती है? चांगोदर से. She works very hard. I don't know to say anything to her. I don't have to say anyone to Sadia. I don't have to say anyone to the people, because this is 996 culture. Now, when you go home, do you think you are tired? Do you think you are inferior to somebody? No way. Next. The back movement. What is tamping? Next. I've already covered Japan, USA, Europe. Next slide, please. What I talked about right now was what is work-life balance का एक concept किसका है? इंदिरा नूई का। क्या बोलते हैं वो? Work-life balance does not exist. What Narayana Murthy says, if you work, you work as a karma yoga. If you work, youth of India would come and work in such a way that they can take India to a different level. What Narendra Modi says, work like a servant, work as a seva. What I am saying is that this thing, work-life balance is a concept in your mind. When you have freedom in certain part of your life, body, आपका बॉडी के साथ तुम्हारा रिलेशनशिप है, मनी के साथ रिलेशनशिप है, तुम्हारा concept of life is such that what I've covered in so many different ways, now you can choose to have a work-life balance. You can work hard, you can have a choice of not working hard sometimes, but still you're able to enjoy wherever you are. Individual freedom versus collective freedom, material success versus spiritual freedom. Next slide, please. अगर आप जाओगे सिलिकॉन वैली में क्या बोलते हैं? वो फास्ट एंड ब्रेक द थिंग्स। सिलिकॉन वैली में कौन कौन होता है? गूगल, दूसरा फेसबुक, अमेजोन। They say that move fast, break the things. They work very hard. They're very good taskmaster. When you're joining a company, you are not able to perform, thrown out. ये सिंडे वैली में कौन आएगा? स्कैनडिनेविया, स्वीडन, स्विट्जरलैंड। Emphasis work life in short weeks. They don't have any say in the matter in any part of their life. Japan, death by overwork. What they're saying? They have stayed very long. They're selling a bullet train to us. Why? Because they work very hard. उनके वहाँ जापान और चाइना में पूरा बुलेट ट्रेन से पूरा कवर करके रखा है पूरा नेशन। एंड हमारे एक बुलेट ट्रेन बनने में क्यों नहीं बनती है? लोग काम नहीं करते, हार्डवर्क नहीं करते, लिए वो चाहिए। In metro station, metro line, how many? We are number second in the world, and अब हमारे से 10 टाइम गुना ज़्यादा चाइना में है मेट्रो लाइन। Okay, and USA, we are almost compared to USA, but now onward in 1 or 2 years we would be ahead of that. Japan, USA, the balance product is universal. Next slide, please. 9 and 6, Tang, evolution, Indra Nooyi, Narendra Modi. These are all I covered. इनका नरेंद्र मोदी का मदर एक्सपायर हो गए थे. He attended the cremation and the next moment he went to some other place and he delivered a lecture around 12. This is the hard work, commitment, this thing. Redefine negotiation, self and the society. What are we working for? Who benefits from our labor? At what cost? Next. अगर बहुत बहुत पूरे देश अगर ये सोचता है लाइफ फ्लैट, हमको काम नहीं करना है, would the society will be able to survive the onslaught of the world which are coming up? Is the productivity, अगर आप ज़्यादा काम करते हो तो productivity कम होती है? No. It's all in your mindset. What kind of support system you need to handle the high pressure like Nooyi and Modi? Next, it's all about next mindset. What now I'm covering, what I'm saying in my conclusion, how is the work-life balance can be achieved? Enjoy the life, enjoy the work, change your mindset about the work. When you resist the work, things works differently. आप जो भी है उसको resist करते हो, person को करते हो. Don't do like that. Serve the client or your employer. Create a value addition by ongoingly creating your ability to deliver more and more. How you can do it? You can create your ability to deliver by reading a books, reading so many things. You can able, when you're working over a period of time, when you're not working same work, you are able to your ongoingly increase. Kunakshi means relations, live relation बढ़ाओ. Create a good body. Create a good healthy relationship with your customer, supplier, family member. Create a body. Mindset अगर आपका माइंडसेट हेल्दी करने के लिए मैंने बहुत सारे कॉन्सेप्ट दिया है. You enjoy the work. There are so many concepts which I said one concept would change the whole mindset about you. So it's possible we have freedom in life and relative freedom. आपको पैसे की जरूरत नहीं है, आपकी बॉडी काम करती है. You don't have so much bondage in your life. Then you have some way you can live it sometime. मैं मेरी लाइफ में जब मैं आर्टिकलशिप करता था तो आई यूज टू वर्क द डे माई आर्टिकलशिप मेरा एग्जाम ओवर होता था, मैं उसी दिन साहब के पास चला जाता था. 10-15 दिन उनका जो भी पेंडिंग वर्क था खत्म हुआ कर देता था. देन आस्क्ड हिम कैन आई गो फॉर अ लीव फॉर 1 or 2 days. He always obliged to give me a leave because I work for 12 hours or more, and he's very pleased to give me a leave because this is called work life balance. The context to this call 996 Narayan Modi, Narendra Modi, Mahesh Babu, SSR, and culture of a country would be able to serve you decide what is the way you can work-life balance. Ultimately, whether you work or you lie at home, what serves you is the freedom to have something and freedom not to have something. That will serve you the most. I'm obliged, and I'm not obliged, I'm really happy to share my God, my sir, Pradip Mukherjee. He is the mentor, my guide, and my universe for him. If he's not there, I would not have been there with him. This is message from God. This is a book. This is a YouTube presentation. You can have it, number of audio, video available. Use this to make yourself free. And his message from God by Pradip Mukherjee would serve you in your life in a very, very different way. And next slide, please. Thank you very much. Anyone who wants to ask me any question about work-life balance, just call on me. My email ID is available at cnitin@blogspot.com, cnitin@blogspot.com. Thank you very much, Gandhinagar branch, for calling me on the day of the celebration of this event. And thank you once again, Ronil and everyone. The students who have got an exam, congratulations for passing the exam. Exam passing is the first event of your life. जैसे वो टेस्ट मैच में और IPL में आपको लेता है. This is only a beginning. Your life journey starts right now when you pass the exam, and that is the day your real exam starts. And all the best to all of you. Once again, congratulate branch for having a successful this thing. Once again, the person who got a very good mark, 6th rank in the in inter, I congratulate once again. God bless you. Thank you very much.